This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Glad to have you with us in Evanston, Illinois. Ryan Field, home of the Northwestern Wildcats. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Cornhuskers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wildcats offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are 2 of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking for a man. It's Duff. Makes the grab. He'll be brought down at the 32-yard line. Good job by the defense to keep him away from that first down marker. It's 4th down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense will have its first possession of the game. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man.
There he goes. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Huskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, to give, looking for room. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
That's a great-looking run there. Nebraska's had such a great lineage at running back. When you think back to the great Roger Craig or Amon Green, Lawrence Phillips, Rex Burkhead, they always seem to be pumping somebody up for the NFL. This guy has a chance to play on Sunday because of his skills.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Huskers are marching down the field. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And the defense, got him at the 27.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
The Cornhuskers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. It's complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. A strike downfield. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. He's got it, 1st down and more. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The Huskers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Pressure coming. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last pass play. Now a second and long coming. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And after that disastrous sack knocks him out of the red zone, it's 3rd and goal. It's complete. They found a way to get in the ruck, but he has stopped short, and it'll be 4th down. And the Huskers look to do some damage in the red zone. Thomas looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The Cornhuskers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Wideout trying to get it in. Touchdown, Huskers! And they have the first points of the game. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
Trying to punch it in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen, but you could tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing a 3rd down.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Use the play fake, now to throw. Working that left side now. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Duff. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Not a ton of play calls for 3rd in California when you're on offense. You know you're going to have your quarterback holding on to the football. You really got to think about how you're going to protect him. Offensive coordinator may want to think about using more max protect schemes, get more bodies in to give this quarterback a chance.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Immediately fires to the middle. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Makes the grab. Got room at the 35. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. The give out of the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Turning it on. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
As a defender, you dream about those.
Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Past the first down marker and still running. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. And the Huskers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Throws for the tight end. He makes a catch. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd.
14, Northwestern, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the move, it's Proctor. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Now on 2nd down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Duff. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. That's reeled in. It's Clinton.
And on that out route, 3rd down, guys, you just want to see a little bit better execution. You want to see more depth on the route. You want to see a little bit more of an accurate throw so he doesn't have to come back and fight for it, so that we can pick up the first down a lot easier. A little bit better by the quarterback and receiver, and as a result, they do get the catch, but it sets up 4th and short.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Makes the catch. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, there's an alley on the left. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys.
He's going for the goal line. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. Trying to pound their way in. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on it.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskers! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And the returner will be brought down. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit, and if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Back to throw. It's Duff. He'll off one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Northwestern will send out the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Hauls it in at the 40. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Works the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. So now it's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Breaks into the open. He's now up to 77 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. When you're called Corn Huskers, you're like a big red thrashing machine, and you're going to get it done on the ground.
Just going to chew up the ground yards. Just going to eat you up, play physical, be different. And that's what Nebraska fans want. Throwback to the old days, the glory days, and they want some of that here in this recent history.
He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. The Cornhuskers have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska!
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. It's a draw. Solid gain to get them out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Ogden. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Gives it on the option. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the third down pass is incomplete.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. You've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They stop him. Maybe gets a yard to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. Thomas back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job. Do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Ogden. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Wants to go up top on first down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Ogden. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Rush is on him. Snagged in the middle. It's Clinton. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And that is another first down for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. He's got his man across the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll give it to the back. And we've been waiting to see the spin move, and so too had the defense. They were ready for it. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Quarterback on the keeper. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Northwestern ready to dial one up on first down. Looking to throw, it's Duck. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Let's go! Let's go! After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got it in the middle, it's Clinton.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Looking to throw for it. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Northwestern.
Well, needless to say, they needed that touchdown. They're down by a lot of points here in this game, and finally something goes right for them offensively. They put the drive together. They score here at the end of the first half. Now, in the second half, they need a lot more of this, and they're going to have to go tempo. They're going to have to stay aggressive, but maybe this gives them the confidence they need to stage a comeback. We'll see.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. To the air on first down. Working the middle, it's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's got the back in the middle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
He's brought down near the 49-yard line.
Just enough time to get off one more snap.
Get set, get set.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great environment there today in Evanston. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ryan Field.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the...
Going over the top. Makes the grab inside the 30. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. The Huskers are moving quickly down the field. A first down run in the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Huskers. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Wildcats, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. With the catch, it's Ogden. And the Wildcats can really attack on this second and short. They'll move the tight end. They'll run play action. He'll pull it down and run. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Back to throw, it's Duff. Catch in the middle, it's Clinton. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Hauls it in. Breaks out another sweet move and gets it down to the 40. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And it's incomplete on third down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. And he's got it from 57. What a beauty.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. On the run, it's Thomas. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to the ground with the running back. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And the Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. No good. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Off play action on first down. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The play action fake. Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. To the air, it's Duff. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Snags it inside the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Northwestern!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. The give to the fullback. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Okay,
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at him. If you do that, then you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick six. So really good job by the quarterback there using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
So the final period starts with a second down play. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The Cornhuskers with the 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Huskers are facing 3rd and inches. They want to run this quarterback. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
The Northwestern offense returns to the field. To the air, it's Duff. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. They're working that left side. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. The Wildcats come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll do it himself. There he goes. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. There's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And a nice play by the defense. 3rd and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And here comes the offense on second down. From the shotgun, the inside give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it. Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that third down and short.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. From the gun, the running back has it. Finding an escape route. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Turning it on. 10. Touchdown, Wildcats. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners. Takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Now facing a 3rd and long. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them, so now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, David.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the